and welcome to the Become a Guitarist Today podcast with myself, Amaranthe. So this is episode number 256 with my guest today, Elize from the band Amaranthe. Now, before we get over to the interview, I'd like to announce my new sponsor, which is Steve Rosen and Tone Chaser. So we have the book, which also there's a third edition as well, or the audio book, which is really amazing. So all the stuff in the book contains interviews with Eddie Van Halen from Steve back in 1978 for another 26 years. So there's amazing stuff there, including guitar playing, Steve and Eddie jamming, and lots more. So definitely check it out. It's on Soundwise, the app. So make sure you download Soundwise, look for Tone Chaser, follow all the instructions, and check it out. Over 30 hours. So it's just mind-blowing. So enjoy it and enjoy the podcast.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, very good. Doing the rounds of interviews?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's a bit like speed dating.
Yes.
All right, so I'll get straight into it then. So first of all, congratulations with your tour coming down to Australia in a couple of weeks' time.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so you guys must be looking forward to it.
Oh, yes. We are super excited, and we've been waiting to come to Australia, well, since the first album release.
Yep.
In many years ago.
Yeah, because I had Morton, he was on my podcast earlier this year.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yes. We spoke about the Catalyst, which was at the time. And I remember we spoke a bit about Australia. He goes, "Oh, we really want to come, but nothing's planned." So, yeah, must be very happy now.
Yes, everybody's very excited.
Yeah.
It's like a dream come true, obviously.
So have any of you been here before?
I know Nils been there on vacation when he was younger. He was there working some surfer place, but I never been there, and none of the other guys either. So I dreamed about coming to Australia for as long as I can remember, my entire life, probably since I was a kid, like 7 years old, when I first heard about it. We are not so familiar, besides, I mean, of course, looking TV shows from Australia when we were kids on television. Or, you can see a lot. I'm there on Google Maps. I've been checking out some places already, but so it's going to be very crazy to be there in real person.
Oh, for sure.
And also, and besides for Nils, he says it's amazing, like most other people.
Yeah, so you guys have got 27th Adelaide, Perth, Sydney, Melbourne, which is where I'm from. So I'll see you at Melbourne, and then over to Brisbane.
Yep, that's correct.
Pretty much one after the other. So it's yeah.
Oh yeah, so many days off, which I was of course hoping for, which I said in the other as well, that it should be playing a show, then have a day off, and then go to the next show. So we enjoy, but tour life usually not like that.
Exactly.
For any band.
Yeah. Well, you've got one day off in between Perth and Sydney, which is probably the most furthest away out of the places where you're going. So, which is probably yeah.
So it's going to be a travel day, most likely.
Exactly. Yeah. The other thing, when I spoke to Morton, we did talk about the album as well, and I remember saying to him back then, it was actually one of my favourite albums. I know it was only February, but it was one of my favourite albums I've heard for the year, and I must say, still to this day, it's one of my favourite albums. So it's just everything on it. It's great. I love it.
Wow, I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, there's not many bands with 3 vocalists, and to have your 3 vocals doing different things, but the way you guys blend together, it's great. That's what I really love about it, and the music's awesome.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we try our best on each album to find something new elements, but also, of course, keeping the same lineups and the same concept. Yeah. What we've been created in 2008 or something when we came up with
Yeah, wow.
So Yeah.
I was going to say, so it's mainly yourself and Olaf, isn't it, who do like the songwriting?
Oh, yeah, exactly. We are the nerds in the band. Well, everybody's in their on their own instrument, of course, but we are the songwriting nerds. So yeah, like composing, writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you do your parts, do you already have in mind like who's going to do what part for the three of you for the vocals?
At some point, I was like kind of feeling that I don't want to get, too much focus on who's singing what. So I just wanted to write good songs.
Hmm.
And so I did that for a few albums. And then we decided afterwards, like who is going to take what part, and usually based on the rhythm, the words, or the key.
Yep.
And of course the energy, like the vibe, the atmosphere.
Mm.
But also still it can also be that we think like, oh no, but now we have so many songs with nice verses, so we should write a song with that starts with growls, and then we can only we can focus more on the beats and the sounds in the arrangement.
Yeah.
Which is not, we're like, yeah, okay, let's start with this, and that's like, ooh, cool, and like, what should come next? And then it's usually one of us singers or the pre-year. Yeah, sometimes it actually, like, so it can be both. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Because I guess between yourself and Niles, like you're both got amazing ranges. So you know, I know there's some verses where you sing similar type notes. I mean, you do a little bit higher, but he gets up there as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and that's the fun part. Is like sometimes when I've been writing, I was thinking, that okay, so I will sing the high octave and he will do the low octave, but then we come into the studio and he did the high octave anyways. And what the hell, And he's like, but yeah, even if it's should be too high, it's nothing is ever too high. And also it sounds really great when he sings those high octaves.
Yeah.
So something that I realized is most likely happening anyways, even though if we plan beforehand, it's not going to be like that. It ends up that anyways. And then so maybe for the next album we need to lower the key, like in general, so he like, but
Yeah.
it sounds better with him singing there with me as well, instead of just me, because of course he has a different voice.
Oh, for sure. I mean, the one song that really stood out, Insatiable, is that how you say it?
Insatiable.
Insatiable, sorry, Insatiable. Yeah.
Yeah.
That I actually got my little piano here with that. There's that high G, it's like that's up there.
No, it's insatiable.
Yeah. That's a high one.
That takes a special technique. That's not the chest voice, it's a mixed voice. Belting. Like
Yeah,
and not it's not like
yeah.
have to sing loud.
Yeah. That's a great song. Now, is that?
You can practice that too.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'll practice. Now, without giving too away, is that in the set list, for Australia?
Insatiable.
Hmm.
We didn't play it this summer, but I think it will be there, or maybe not, or maybe I am not sure actually.
Okay.
You want it? Do you want?
Yeah, I'd love to hear it. I'll be at the front yelling out, "Hey, it's Insatiable."
Yeah, and I will have you sing it if you're going to be near the stage.
Just 2 octaves lower for me, that's all.
Understandable.
And the other thing we did talk about with Morton was your film clips.
Yeah.
He did mention that you guys have a lot of fun doing them, and between Dracula and the War Zone and future things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun for you guys.
It is fun. It's mostly fun to like come up with the concepts, which we usually do ourselves, but also like after releasing and recording so many music videos, it feels like but how many new concepts can you come up with? You know.
Yeah.
So for the Dracula theme was something we never done before, so that was a given one. And everybody always accused Olaf for being a vampire because he looks like one, and he's married to Pennsylvania, related to Dracula, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's fun. Yes, it's something we do, and we do think it's fun. And even the like ever since the first video, Hunger, when I called my father's friend who had a private jet, and I called to the job where I used to work, and we went to the big castle there and recorded everything. Like, this is so much fun, and one reason why it's extra fun to be a musician and have a band that you can, or actually like this band, because we don't put limits on each other. We don't say like, oh my god, no, that's so nerdy, you can do this, or you like, we always say it. Most of the times everybody says yes to all kinds of crazy ideas, so it's very fun to take the opportunity once you're still, fresh, and you have the energy for that. Because I mean, in the worst case, we're going to end up just sitting there being AI, or we can have a green screen in the back. Do anything anymore.
Exactly. A lot of people doing it these days. So it's good you're keeping it real. Well done.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do, keeping it real, really sweaty, and lots of travels, and like action, and yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. That's good, really good. And then,
Yeah.
sorry, the last thing I wanted to say, because I know we're running out of time already. um, Actually, I just had an interview before you with Arjun Lucassen. Is it? How do you say his name?
Aha,
He's
really?
a, yeah. Do you know him?
I know, yeah.
Yeah. We actually, he said say hello to you. So hello.
Oh, well, hello, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. We're just talking about the album he's releasing with Simone.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I figured that out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great album. Really good.
Yeah, I heard it too, the whole album. It's
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah. That's good. Um, yeah. So the song on the album, "Stay a Little While,"
Oh,
duet, I guess, with Niles, but I mean, I guess they're all duets or trios, or what do you call them? But this song in particular, really, it's
yeah,
like,
it's a little bit. Oh,
mm. Yeah, I really like the vocal, and especially after the guitar solo, the vocal, what you go into there, really amazing.
thank you so much. Yeah, we did work a little extra on the division, on the how to divide the lines, and
Mm.
also like improvising the end, and it turned out really cool. I think I like it too when the voices get like
Yeah,
instant. This.
exactly. Yeah, it's like a special name for it, but I can't think what it's called. But yeah, like you go into the different harmonies, but it connects and goes out somewhere, and this one goes down there.
Oh, that's so much fun to write, and yeah, that's very nerdy stuff. And that's actually, I mean, of course, uh, also credits to Nils for being so dynamic and involved and enthusiastic in the studio. So that was a lot of those things were his ideas, where he improvises and do different snakes and takes. And that's the good thing with us being in the studio recording at the same time, because in the past we usually were like separately in the studio. So I was there first, and then the other singers, and then, or
Yeah,
vice versa. But so that's nice when you can like work on it in real time, like go with the flow.
yeah, exactly.
I, that's also one thing I think which has been giving the albums even more soul, and not so much like just digitalized cut together like we used to have it in the beginning, actually, of our career,
Yeah.
when we worked way well. It's yeah, it's we could talk for 5 days.
Yeah. No, I love it. I
Yeah,
mean, and even with is it Mikkel? Is that how you say his name?
Mikael, yeah.
Mikkel, sorry. I mean, I've never been a huge fan of the growls like in a full song, but the way he
Yeah,
does it with you guys, it just works amazingly good. Yeah,
well,
just yeah,
I like what I hear, and that's what most people said. Like, usually I don't like rows, but when they come in and they actually add something to the, like, the music, then it makes sense. And like for me personally, that's what I like too.
Yeah.
I mean, I like songs always if there is some singing in between, but not so much if it's the whole song.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I taste as you have.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean, because I was, I brought up on like more of the, I guess, the hard rock, Van Halen, that type of thing. So a little bit.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Now, have you seen a lot of the reaction videos of you guys?
I do actually try to watch because I love them.
There's some really cool ones. There's one I saw yesterday. I wrote down her name here. It's called the Charismatic Voice or Charismatic Voice or something.
Ooh, yeah.
Really good. The way she, I can't remember the song she broke down, but it was really good the way she broke it down. I think she's a singer as well. But yeah, she just sums up like how your voice, the clarity in your voice. I mean, she says you could be like a rock Disney princess.
That's very cute. I think I know which one you're talking about. I think she was doing the Amaranthe thing, actually,
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe there are many others. But okay, yeah, I recognize what you're saying. I think I've seen it. And it's very nice, and it's of course very
Yeah.
It's fun to and listen to someone's opinion on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've watched a few of them, and they're all been great comments, which is really good. And I've seen some where it's been like I guess more of I don't know, a pop artist. I guess they're right into their pop R&B, and they're watching you guys, and they're just blown away. I mean, the main thing everyone talks about is the three voices, the way it works together. Which same thing with me really. But it just seems everyone just loves it and the way it works. And like I said before, I mean, I'm a guitarist, so that. I love what he does on the guitar. It's amazing as well. But just everything. That's why it's one of my favorite albums of the year. It just works really well. So can't say more about it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, and I'll tell the other guy, of course. They're gonna be really happy.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully, like I said, I want to try and make it to your concert in Melbourne on the 31st of August.
Oh yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah,
And yeah, like oh yeah, we also switched up a lot of the. So if you would have an interview with Olaf, maybe someday he could tell you about his playing style and that he plays a little bit better now. Yeah, on the previous the calendar because it changed things.
yeah,
Changing the guitar and the strings, having some tensions getting released, and blah blah blah. So you could probably have an interview with him the next time about those
yeah.
guitars, which I like a lot.
No, I'd love to. Like I said, I've had Martin on and then yourself, so I guess I'll listen to the next one.
Yeah. So it was very nice for me to talk to you, and yes, we're going to be there very soon.
Yeah,
So I
couple
will
of weeks.
come and say hi to us in the backstage or something.
For sure, I will. Hopefully, they'll let me in and I'll come say hello. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Take care.
Yep, and I'll see you real soon.
Yes.
Okay. Bye bye. See ya.